This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from the Disney theme parks around the world. Here comes the news for October 10th, 2025. But real quick, I got to mention today's sponsor. Do you find yourself looking for ways to bring the magic of the parks back home after your vacation's over? Well, maybe you check those ride wait times from home on the app or watch Resort TV channel while listening to park music on repeat. Well, now you can bring all that magic into your home with the wait time display from waitsigns.com. Our good friend, the Intergalactic Lounge Singer, is watching this for me. Oh, look, there's Piano Rob in cartoon form. There he is. And this year gets even better with the brand new VIP package upgrade, adding 3 incredible features, including live-streamed Magic Kingdom fireworks. We'll get to that in just a moment. The display greets you with a personalized welcome screen, just like being in a resort hotel room, a resort channel with park hours. You can check live ride wait times and even park hop to see wait times in other parks with just a tap. There's a custom vacation countdown with fireworks and even a virtual terrace to watch a live stream of the Orlando skyline, complete with the Magic Kingdom and EPCOT fireworks shows. And that's just the beginning, because this year's new VIP package unlocks the full magic of the display with 3 more premium features. You can go beyond the terrace skyline with actual close-up views of Magic Kingdom fireworks live streamed into your house every single night. And next, the magical multi-view feature lets you watch multiple theme park live streamers on one screen. You can hop on a ride in one park while watching the fireworks in another. Multi-screen viewing is no longer just for football fans anymore. It's Red Zone, but for Disney Parks fans, right? And finally, the live piano bar request show. Performers you already know and love from the parks, including our very own Piano Rob, are now performing live in your home, taking your song requests in real time. So there you go. Go to waitsigns.com, use code NEWS15 for 15% off. The holidays are quickly approaching. These make a great gift, and they're a great way to stay plugged into the parks, even when you're not there. You know, watch our show and then go play with that for a while, and it'll be like, it's the next, well, it won't be like you're there, but it's the next best thing. Can't, you know, can only get so close to the real thing, but it's as close as you can get from home. Walt Disney World has ended the MagicBand Plus pre-arrival discount for resort hotel guests and annual pass holders. Although Disney stopped offering free Magic Bands to hotel guests years ago, they continue to allow hotel guests to purchase Magic Bands and later MagicBand Plus ahead of their vacation at a discounted price. Pre-arrival pricing for the MagicBand Plus was $24.99 for a solid colored band and $34.99 for a special design, a $10 discount from the regular in-park price. Likewise, the notice of a discount for annual pass holders purchasing a MagicBand Plus has also been removed from the website. As of now, there is no more discount offered. Hotel guests and pass holders can still pick out and purchase pre-arrival bands to be shipped to their home, but they are now fully priced at $34.99 or $44.99. In 2023, of course, Disney stopped offering pre-arrival Magic Bands to international guests as well. And they used to offer complimentary Magic Bands back in the day also. You know, I talked the other day about the price increases, and I'm like, you know, as long as the quality increases, then it's not a big deal. This is one of those things where it's just a cost-cutting measure, and you're actually, you know, taking something away from the guests that you previously offered. So we went from them being free to them being at a discount, which to an extent I understand. You made more expensive Magic Bands. To now it being like you just buy them at full price and they'll be waiting for you, I guess. This is a pretty bad move. Can't find a reason behind this one other than purely profits. A reimagined dessert party at the Magic Kingdom features treats inspired by the lands of the park, and the food stations have been themed as well. The updated fireworks dessert party debuted at the Magic Kingdom on October 8th, and guests can sample treats themed after each land. There's Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Frontierland, and Adventureland. Well, I guess it's not each land. Some are missing. The food stations inside Tomorrowland Terrace, where the event is held, are set up all day long without the food. There's also a large blue curtain with fireworks that acts as a backdrop. Reservations for this event can be made online. But let's take a look at those food stations. There's a Tomorrowland station, which is blue with a cutout of Space Mountain on it. The station will feature desserts such as coconut lime cake pop, the Cosmic Cream Puff, which is raspberry dark chocolate mousse cream puff, and the Star Command Mousse Cup. The Fantasyland station is pink with a cutout of It's a Small World. The station has the following desserts. There's a honey cupcake for Winnie the Pooh, a traditional cannoli with chocolate chips, and the Under the Sea cupcake for the Little Mermaid. The main fireworks dessert party station is purple with the Tomorrowland Terrace logo. That station will offer the cheese and fruit selection, the crepes, chocolate dipped strawberries as well. The Frontierland station is brown with a cutout of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The station has the following desserts. There's a Bayou Peach Cobbler for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the Campsite Cupcake, and the Country Bear Cheesecake, my personal favorite. I haven't had it. It's just named for the Country Bears, so I have to love it. The Adventureland station is green with a cutout of Pirates of the Caribbean. This station has Dole Whip Pineapple Mousse in a cup, a Mickey-shaped fruit tart, and a Pirate Treasure Cheesecake. The firework dessert parties as a whole are not new to the Magic Kingdom. They've just updated the menus and the presentation of said offerings. The themed faux leather menus of the Beak and Barrel at the Magic Kingdom have been replaced with plastic ones. The front of the new plastic menu features black and white artwork of a pirate's skull and treasure. Red cursive text welcomes guests to the Pirates of the Caribbean inspired bar. Ahoy mates, welcome to the Beak and Barrel. I'm surely out on some adventure, but my first mate Rummy should have the tavern well under wing while I'm away. Fair winds to the lot of you, and do not try to cause too much trouble. Do try to not cause too much trouble, excuse me. Drink up me hearties, yo-ho, and that's from Captain Meridian Goldwyn and Rummy, who's been left, but he signed it anyway. There are more handwritten notes by Mary inside the menu. The pages look the same as the former menu. Again, just plastic now, unfortunately. The menus are slightly smaller too. The old menu covers were faux brown leather with a gold foil embossed BB parrot logo on the front. Supposedly the reason for this is theft. Guests were stealing them, and so they decided to just take them away completely and just bring out these plastic ones. So we can't have nice things. Following the refurbishment of the Adventureland sign at the Magic Kingdom, the Golden Abu Fab 50 statue has been returned to its original location. The signs and props were removed in early August, and a new banner was installed with refreshed props in mid-September. During the refurb, the Abu statue was moved from the sign structure to a post towards the back of the bridge. He can now once again be seen on the right side of the sign hanging on to a post. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head on over to WDWNT.travel and their team will design your next magical vacation, from the Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts to Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. And the best part is their concierge services are 100% free. So book today. It appears one major piece of the former Rivers of America at Disney World is now gone as crews continue to demolish the area that will become the future Piston Peak National Park. The bridge that once crossed the waterway from the main part of Tom Sawyer Island to the Fort Longhorn Island appears to have been removed. Guests could travel between the two islands, and Fort Longhorn offered guests views of the Rivers of America and Big Thunder. Our Walt Disney World reporter headed over to Frontierland recently to check on the construction and did not see the bridge anymore. Crews were working in the area at the time, but it's not clear what exactly they were doing. At one point, we did see a white truck and other machinery, but the area itself is hard to see now that the Rivers of America is completely surrounded with scrim and construction walls. However, we are able to see progress being made from various vantage points in Frontierland. The Rivers of America is the future home of Piston Peak, a Cars-themed land coming to Magic Kingdom as part of Frontierland. Piston Peak is a fictional national park inspired by the Rocky Mountains and the American frontier, which is what ties it into the overall theme. The land will have two attractions, an off-road thrill ride and a family-friendly ride. That's what they originally said for younger guests, but Disney has remained very quiet about that second attraction. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique cast members at the Magic Kingdom have new costumes, coinciding with an overhaul of the Makeover Experiences packages and the introduction of a fairy godmother meet and greet. These new fairy godmother-inspired costumes are similar to those worn by Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique cast members on the Disney Wish. They include a white long-sleeve button-up, blue scoop neck vest, blue slacks, and a dark pink necktie bow, plus a brooch and name tag. There's no word as of yet if Disneyland will also have the new costumes, but we assume they're going to be the same across the board. Crews repainted the blue walls framing the entryway for Spaceship Earth. The design hasn't changed, but the paint looks brighter than before. The light-colored segments also appear to be even lighter than they were previously. The light-colored segments were previously more of a blue color. They are now closer to gray or white. You can compare the new look of Spaceship Earth to this previous photo. Of course, Spaceship Earth has been closed for refurbishment since late August. Before work inside began, exterior paneling along the back of the attraction was at least cleaned, if not replaced. Spaceship Earth will reopen on October 25th. EPCOT has a limited-time croissant with a chocolate twist. We tried the giant-sized Parisian treat in Les Halles Boulangerie Patisserie in World Showcase for $13.95. The giant croissant is officially called the Croissant La La. It's a limited time treat available in the France Pavilion. A portion of the flaky croissant is dipped in milk chocolate. However, the croissant is not dipped in chocolate until it is at least at room temperature. This keeps the chocolate from sliding off of the pastry. This croissant makes for a fun photo op or snack to share with your friends and family, or if you need the carbs while traipsing a Crown World showcase. You can read the review of this treat on our website. Disney's Hollywood Studios has a new preview center of Walt Disney World's upcoming Monsters, Inc. land, the Cars area at the Magic Kingdom, and the Tropical Americas at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The preview is located inside of Walt Disney Presents, near the end of the gallery. Since 2021, this Walt Disney Imagineering Presents case housed a display dedicated to the Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Wish. The display closed last month to make way for something new. It now has assets for the upcoming projects of Monstropolis, the Tropical Americas, and Piston Peak National Park. Monstropolis at Disney's Hollywood Studios will debut the long-awaited Monsters, Inc. door coaster. The land replaces Muppets Courtyard, including Muppets 3D, which closed last summer. The description in the display reads as follows. It says, Monstropolis. After years of spent scaring us, monsters are finally welcoming humans into Monstropolis with an all-new themed land inspired by the beloved Monsters, Inc. film franchise. Coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, the land will feature shopping, dining, and the first ever suspended coaster in a Disney park. As in the film, guests will first be hoisted into the air via a unique vertical lift system before zooming off on a thrilling ride through the iconic door vault. There are also maquettes of Sully and Mike. These full-color models aren't actually new. They're from Monsters University. They were displayed back in 2013 in this space. So all the way back then when they were previewing Monsters University, these maquettes were there, and they just dug them back out to put something physical in the case for now. On the wall is all the concept art for Monstropolis that's been released so far. One piece includes a look at the Scream Canister-inspired ride seat, zooming past Mike, Sully, and Boo with her door. Another offers a view of the Monsters, Inc. Company factory facade. The wide aerial view of the land is the same concept art posted on the construction walls at Muppets Courtyard. The fourth piece sees Sully on the ground in the town as human guests enjoy Monstropolis. Other attractions and offerings haven't officially been announced, but the concept art teases a reimagining of Muppet Vision 3D's theater and Pizza Rizzo. Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano is set to become Harryhausen's from the movies as well. And though buildings of Muppets Courtyard will be reused, the Stage 1 company store was completely demolished. Tropical Americas is replacing Dinoland USA at Disney's Animal Kingdom, including the world's first Encanto ride, a carousel of Disney animals, and an Indiana Jones ride. The latter will be a reimagining of Dinosaur, which will close permanently next February. The model in this case was first displayed at D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event. The land's description is as follows. Tropical Americas is a vibrant new land coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom, transporting guests into the lush rainforests and exciting stories of the Tropical Americas. Extensive Imagineering research has produced a sprawling land rich with detail and authenticity. It will feature a central fountain, a quick-service restaurant, a hand-carved carousel, and two signature attractions, the first-ever Encanto-themed ride through experience, and a new Indiana Jones adventure unlike any other in the world. Part of Tropical Americas will be the fictional village of Pueblo Esperanza, designed to feel lived in, and there will be a fountain that villagers gather around to tell stories. According to the Pueblo Esperanza lore, the carousel was created by a local woodcarver. The ride seats represent various animals from beloved Disney stories, including Kevin from Up. And like Monstropolis, Tropical Americas will reuse several existing Dinoland buildings, including Restaurantosaurus. Of course, Piston Peak is the expansion of Frontierland at the Magic Kingdom. The Cars area takes over the former site of the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island, which closed in July. Here's the description from that sign. It says, Frontierland Piston Peak. Get those all-terrain tires ready because Piston Peak National Park is coming to Magic Kingdom. Inspired by the Disney and Pixar Cars universe, this reimagined area of Frontierland will invite guests to explore the natural wonders of the American wilderness. In addition to stunning views and iconic characters, the area will feature two all-new original attractions, a thrilling rally race around the park, and a second experience that will be fun for the whole family. See, now they're not saying ride at that point. They're saying just a thrilling experience for the whole, or fun experience for the whole family. So still very vague. There are two pieces of concept art featured, which were previously released for the off-road rally race ride. They showcase cars racing through the wilderness. Concept sketches of some of the ride vehicles are on display as well. Each vehicle will have a unique personality. And again, details about that family-friendly attraction still have not been announced. There are maquettes of Lightning McQueen and Mater in the case as well. These, we believe, are recycled from a previous exhibit in the space for one of the Cars movies, too. But either way, they're not new. So it's weird. I love that the Tropical Americas model is here, but where is the Monsters, Inc. door coaster model from D23? At least, like, shouldn't that be here? Would it not fit? I don't know. And of course, there is no model, at least that we know of. We've seen a rough model in some videos, but I don't think there's a real model for any of Piston Peak at this point. The other possibility is this case is going to be there for a couple of years. So my theory would be Pueblo Esperanza, Tropical Americas is supposed to open in 2027. We'll knock on wood for that at this point. So my assumption would be that'll open, and then maybe we'll get the door coaster model, and then that'll open, and then maybe we'll get the Cars model. Because I do think they're all at least a year apart. So my theory is 27 would be Pueblo Esperanza, 28 would be Monsters, and 29 would be Cars. But we'll wait and see if that is the truth or not. Could be wrong. The majority of Animation Courtyard has closed to make way for new experiences at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but more construction walls have been installed, now blocking off most of the area. The last day for the majority of Animation Courtyard occurred on September 24th, 2025. Construction walls were installed by park opening the next day. All that remained open at the time was the main entryway and the left entryway. However, temporary construction walls are now installed at the main entrance to the area, blocking off the entire courtyard. In order to get to the Little Mermaid A Musical Adventure and the gift shop attached, which remain open, guests will need to use the stairs or ramp to the right of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. They will then make a right and follow the walkway around. A temporary ramp and the regular ramp are both being used because all the space near the archway is now blocked off, including the ramp. Cast members hold signs and direct guests to also help with crowd control, as the area is now even more congested than usual. The area, of course, will be reimagined to be like the Walt Disney Studios in California. Star Wars Launch Bay will become a new version of the magic of Disney animation. The older version was an opening day attraction that, ironically enough, was replaced by Launch Bay. Of course, the Disney Junior show, there will be a new version of that, of some kind, that will debut sometime next year as well. And then, of course, sadly, the archway will be demolished. I love that arch so much, but I get it. It does make people can't see what's in that area. They then don't venture in there. So I totally understand, but still sad to see it go. A light-up beer mug has arrived at Walt Disney World to make your viewings of Fantasmic all the more magical. The Fantasmic light-up beer mug is available at various concession stands at the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater before and during performances of Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios. The light-up mug or stein is available with any drink purchase for an additional $2. Some beverage options may be limited by the stand where you choose to purchase it. This mug is actually a returning offering. This used to be given to guests who purchased the Fantasmic Dessert Party and VIP viewing experience back when that debuted back in 2017. The clear plastic mug has the Fantasmic wordmark printed on one side, and when the mug is filled with liquid, the built-in LEDs at the bottom light up and flash in a rainbow of colors. They may have got rid of the blinky alcohol cups at Halloween Horror Nights, but now they're at Fantasmic. Go get your light-up beer mug. I want to mention we are once again holding museum tours here at WDWNT Celebration. This is a rare opportunity where you can join me for a walking tour that's an hour and a half long of all the wonderful pieces of Disney Parks history we have on display here in our space. The next museum tours will be Friday, October 17th and Saturday, October 18th. We have times on sale of 12 noon, 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and 6 p.m., again on both days. Self-guided tours are available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. as well at least for the next couple of weeks. We don't know how long we're going to do this. So this is sort of a limited time thing. I don't know how many more opportunities we're going to have for you to tour the museum. So I highly recommend, if it's on your wish list, that you come join us and make it happen. Get your tickets now at events.wdwnt.com. There are, of course, discounts for WIGS members. Real quick, I want to mention Carousel of Products at carouselofproducts.com. We have, we launched our Magnet of the Month program just last month in September, and we have Aladar from Dinosaur. We're doing all original theme park characters. So no movie, I know he became a movie character, but no characters that debuted in film will be represented in these magnets. You guys keep guessing movie characters. It's not the case. But that was September. So if you go join now, you still can get this magnet, but you have to add it on. So you'll buy your membership, which will be good for 12 months, or you can pay month to month if you'd like. But then when you go to buy that, you'll see the option to add this on so you can complete your collection, make sure you get them all. But I think we're about to reveal this month's new magnet. So yes, it is Peter Gabriel from Food Rocks at EPCOT. I told you that every now and then there'll be an obscure one. I fought very much for this one. Jason and Eric were like, don't do that. People will unsubscribe. And I said, no, everyone must have a Peter Gabriel magnet. So one thing we want to do is every late summer, early fall to celebrate food and wine at EPCOT, we want to have a character from either Food Rocks or Kitchen Cabarets. So we started off with one of my favorites, Peter Gabriel, who did appear in our review this year of Food and Wine at EPCOT. If you haven't watched that yet, please go check it out. But yeah, Peter Gabriel is the October magnet, so make sure you join so you get him, and he could be your high fiber. If you don't know who he is, go watch Food Rocks. I love it. It's the best. Great theme park schlock. And also, real quick, I got to mention this weekend is another WDWNT auction. We are cleaning a bit of the cleaning house again. We got to make some room. So please join us on Saturday, October 11th and Sunday, October 12th. And that's going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, both days. Head on over to auction.wdwnt.com to bid, and the auction will be right here on the channel for you to watch it. Disney announced details for cast members, Disney Vacation Club members, and annual pass holder previews of Zootopia Better Zoogether at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Cast members can experience the new show on select dates from October 31st through November 3rd. They can begin registering for previews on October 14th at 7 a.m. Eastern. Registration closes 4 days before each scheduled preview date. Cast members can also bring up to 3 guests to previews. They can only register for 1 preview experience with guests, and theme park reservations are not required. Any cast members watching want to take me to a preview, it'd be better together, right? DVC members will have the opportunity to preview the show on the following dates and times. That'll be Saturday, November 1st from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, November 2nd from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, and Monday, November 3rd from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern. These dates cross over with cast previews as well. Pre-registration for DVC members opens on Thursday, October 23rd at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Members can make 1 preview registration for themselves and up to 4 additional guests or their number of guests on their resort reservation. Pass holder previews for the brand new show will take place on Wednesday, November 5th and Thursday, November 6th. The show will open to all guests on Friday, November 7th. To participate in a preview, pass holders must use the My Disney Experience app to join a virtual queue on the day of the preview. The virtual queue will open at 7 a.m. and again at 1 p.m. At 7 a.m., pass holders will need a reservation for Animal Kingdom. At 1 p.m., any pass holder with valid admission can join and park hop to Animal Kingdom to enter without a reservation after 2 p.m. Guests do not need to enter the park before joining virtual queue, and each pass holder can request to join the virtual queue no more than once per day. Zootopia Better Zoogether replaces It's Tough to Be a Bug at the Tree of Life Theater. The theater's entrance marquee has been installed but not revealed yet, and Disney recently shared a first look at the show's Officer Clawhauser animatronic. He will be there inside the tree. As you know, Walt Disney World dropped 13 different sauced chicken strip dishes all over on October 8th, and we reviewed every single one. They didn't drop them, they served them. But anyway, beyond that, they also introduced hand-dipped classic Mickey premium ice cream bars across property as well. If you want to read about the Mickey ice cream bars, those are on WDWNT.com. Also, the 4 new cold brews that became available, we have reviews on the website too. But if you want to watch us eat all 13 different chicken tenders, you can watch the video right here on our channel. Please go give it a watch. I think it's one of the most fun dining reviews we've ever done. We all had a really good time. It was a fun team effort. This program is brought to you by Unlocked Magic. You can get your Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando tickets for the lowest price out there. Join the hundreds of 5-star reviews and thousands of families that have been able to help save. They've been able to help save with over $10 million in ticket sales alone. Find them at unlockmagic.com/WDWNT to help you save money on your next trip to the Orlando theme parks. Disney has raised pricing at California Grill at Disney's Contemporary Resort starting next month. California Grill uses a fixed menu of 3 courses, including an appetizer, entree, and dessert, An adult meal ages 10 and up is currently $89 plus tax and gratuity. Starting on November 7th, it will be $99 plus gratuity. The deluxe wine pairing add-on will also increase from $72 to $78 per person. A kid's meal will stay at $39 plus tax and gratuity. This announcement comes after a slew of price increases that were announced on Wednesday, so no surprise that there's another one. Gideon's Bakehouse offers popular Frankenstein-inspired treats during the month of October, so we visited Disney Springs to try the Bride of Frankenstein cake, which is only available on Sundays and Thursdays, and it is $11. You can head on over to WDWNT.com to see what we thought of the limited time offering. The new Mickey Mouse Ghost Popcorn Bucket has arrived at Disney Springs as a late addition to the Halloween offerings at Disney World. It is $22. He's actually hiding back here. I forgot he was back here. There he is. Isn't he cute? This is adorable. The Mickey Mouse Ghost Popcorn Bucket is shaped like a ghost, except it looks like a friendly ghost with a cute expression. The ghost is white with black eyes, nose, and mouth. He has pink rosy cheeks and wears an ear hat. And the Mickey Mouse Ghost holds a jack-o'-lantern full of purple, red, and green candies, which add to the cuteness. On the back of the ghost is plain, with the exception of the words Happy Halloween in orange text on the ear hat. The text is designed to look like it's been embroidered on his ear hat. The hat opens behind the mouse ears to hold the popcorn. The bucket does include popcorn at the time of purchase. There's a limit of 2 per person per transaction. And Mickey lights up and glows in the dark, but you must insert batteries via the bottom of the bucket. The carry strap for the bucket is purple. I assume it came with batteries. Yeah, it does come with them. It's decorated with Mickey and Minnie ghosts on the strap, orange leaves, pumpkins, and a tea set. The bucket just became available on October 9th. It's currently being sold at Disney Springs across from World of Disney. Of course, this is also available at the Disneyland Resort too. So, and it has look at these 3 settings. You could light just his body with like a glowing effect. You could light just the candy bucket. I kind of like that. And then you could light both. Very, very fancy. This is actually Lori's. Mine is still in California. Arlo hasn't sent it to me yet. He's waiting to come home. The Cake Bake Shop at Disney's BoardWalk will have a special Dinner with Santa Claus offering on select days this winter. The event includes a 3-course holiday dinner beginning with champagne and sparkling cocktails and hors d'oeuvre, followed by a main entree and concluding with a seasonal dessert. Included is a family photo with Santa Claus to download from Disney PhotoPass. Guests will get to take home a handmade Bubbles the Bear sugar cookie and ingredients to make their own cookie. The experience is $200 per adult and $150 per child ages 12 and younger. This includes for adults up to 3 beverages. For kids, any beverage of your choice. And additional beverages are available for purchase, because it's already a reasonable price. You get an entree of your choice, a seasonal dessert from the menu, professional family photo with Santa Claus, a digital download through the Disney PhotoPass, and a gift to take home. Dinner with Santa Claus will be on November 18th, November 25th, December 2nd, and December 9th. You can make reservations online now. Crews have laid asphalt or concrete on the new roadway entrance to Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. The roadway was paved a couple weeks ago, creating a clear view of how it will lead up to the Great Ceremonial House. The new roadway entrance is off Floridian Way. The current Seven Seas Drive entrance will become a bus entrance, and though it was paved a few weeks ago, the roadway is now mostly covered by sand and dirt. The new lampposts were installed lining the road as well. Actual lights haven't been added yet. Fresh dirt was then laid into the median between the 2 lanes. The guard shack's framework is now covered by sheathing, creating actual walls and a roof. There's a doorway facing the road and window openings all around. The roof shape approximately matches the porte-cochere of the resort, as seen in the background. Construction on the new entrance and other Polynesian improvements projects will continue through 2026. A new pair of novelty socks themed to the iconic Disney World monorail has now arrived at Walt Disney World. They're $19.99. They are standard white color with a repeating pattern of monorail trains. Some of the trains are the usual white color with different stripes, such as red, blue, and green, and other trains are solid colored, mostly in orange, red, and yellow. Gray text wrapped horizontally between the trains says, "Please stand clear of the doors," in both English and Spanish, of course. The pattern repeats from the ankle down to the toes, and the heel is plain white. We found these socks being sold inside Boutiki at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. As one important note, Boutiki was running a sale on select novelty socks, including these new monorail socks. Banana Ball, the fan-favorite variation of baseball made famous by the Savannah Bananas, is coming to Walt Disney World in 2026. Banana Ball is a variation of baseball that focuses on exhibition and entertainment. The games are limited to 2 hours long, and the players participate in dance routines, comedy sketches, and other gags during the game. As announced on the 2026 Banana Ball City Selection Show, Banana Ball will be visiting the Orlando, Florida area in 2026, and specifically, the event is set to take place on May 29th and 30th at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at Walt Disney World. The teams taking part in the ESPN event include the Party Animals and a new team called the Loco Beach Coconuts. Hosted at the 220-acre ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, these two teams will face off inside the stadium, featuring more than 9,500 seats. The Loco Beach Coconuts join the existing team of the Savannah Bananas, the Firefighters, the Party Animals, and the Texas Tailgaters during the Banana Ball 2026 World Tour. Previously, the Bananas appeared in a special cavalcade event at Disneyland Resort earlier this year. And the Savannah Bananas also used their games and notoriety to support their nonprofit, Bananas Foster, which is dedicated to celebrating and supporting foster families, providing resources to those looking to become foster families, and more. That's the greatest charity name I've ever heard. Bananas Foster. Could not be any better. Either way, the Savannah Bananas also posted an infographic on their Facebook account explaining that the ticket lottery list will go live immediately after the show ends. Joining the lottery list is the only way to get tickets, and the list will close on October 31st, 2025. Joining the list does not guarantee the opportunity to buy tickets, but it will enter you into a random drawing that takes place before the event for the chance to purchase available tickets. If your name is drawn, you'll have the opportunity to continue through the verification process before being able to purchase your tickets. The lottery list can be accessed on the Savannah Bananas official website. Disneyland has filed a permit for the site of the upcoming parking structure and transportation hub on the east side of the resort, making this permit the first sign of construction of the new Disneyland Forward expansion project. The new construction permit lists the address of 1509 South Harbor Boulevard in Anaheim and is currently categorized under plan review. The whole description of the permit is as follows. Disneyland Resort East Esplanade site work, install 15-foot by 8-foot high chain link fence and 128-foot by 8-foot high wood fence. The permit relates to the construction of a new parking structure and pedestrian bridge on the east side of Disneyland Resort. Construction will begin in the fall of 2026 and expected to take multiple years to complete. The fence will likely be used to mark off the construction area. Disneyland Forward is the ambitious expansion plan for Disneyland Resort, unanimously approved on May 7th of 2024 by the Anaheim City Council. Updates at the resort on the California Adventures side started quickly with construction on the Avengers campus expansion to add 2 new attractions, Avengers Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Lab. Construction at California Adventure is also expected to start soon on the first ever Coco attraction, envisioned in the concept art as a boat ride through the vibrant land of the dead. Additionally, other projects include the addition of an Avatar land, replacing Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the rescue at DCA. Other public records show that the city of Anaheim is considering a Skyliner-esque aerial gondola system with a stop at Disneyland Resort, but anything could happen at this point. A recent update to the parking rules at Port Canaveral has increased the per-day pricing of parking a vehicle overnight during a cruise. Port Canaveral is a popular destination for guests to board ships for several cruise lines, most notably Disney Cruise Line. Current DCL sailings from Port Canaveral include Bahamian cruises on the Disney Wish, the Disney Fantasy, and the Disney Magic, but it changes all the time. A proposal to increase parking fees was first mentioned during a commissioners' meeting on August 20th, and it went into effect starting at the beginning of October. Prior to this change, the daily cruise parking rate was $17 per night per vehicle. The pricing for vehicles has now been brought up to $20 per night. This new rate does not include both the day of embarkation and the day of debarkation, so a parking space for a 3-night cruise would actually run $80 plus tax. The $20 price does cover all vehicle sizes, though. This is the first time since 2017 that the port has raised the parking fees. It's worth noting, Disney has raised a lot of prices this week. This is not something Disney controls, by the way. This is controlled by the port. Disney Cruise Line has opened bookings for new Disney Adventure and Disney Wonder sailings. As revealed a month ago, the Disney Adventure's maiden voyage was delayed from December 15th to March 10th. The new maiden voyage will be a 3-night cruise from Singapore, as most Disney Adventure sailings are expected to be. It will be followed by a March 13th 3-night sailing. Both itineraries are now open for reservations. As for the Disney Wonder, an additional 5-night Baja cruise from San Diego has been added to the 2027 schedule. It will depart on April 14th, 2027. For the absolute latest on these stories and all that didn't make it into today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Inner Globe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. Special shout out to all of our WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.